Have you ever felt like something is wrong with the world? Like history is repeating itself, but no one is noticing? Have you ever stood still, watching everything move, but deep down knowing none of it is truly alive? Iqbal stood in such a moment. The world was turning, empires rising, nations falling, and amidst the noise, he heard the silence of a people, asleep, a soul, shackled, a voice, waiting to be heard. And then he spoke. Iqbal watched the West, their democracy, their freedom, their progress, and he smiled, not in admiration, but in sorrow. He said, Iqbal tu ni dik hi kabai mgerb kajimari insum chura roshan and drun chingisi traktur. Do you even know what hides behind the polished mask of the modern world? You see light, but he saw darkness behind it. You see freedom, but he saw new chains. The faces changed, but the hands still ruled, and Iqbal wasn't fooled. He looked at the east, broken, beaten, begging for mercy, and yet he didn't see weakness. He saw potential. He saw a heart still beating under the rubble, a seed buried deep, but not dead. And then he turned to us, to you, to me, and said, Iqbal vo, en samju gai tu mat jbu gai hand kai msulman w timri disan tak bien how gai disten mayan. But hear me, he wasn't only talking to Muslims. He was talking to every soul asleep in comfort, to every youth lost in imitation, to every heart that had forgotten how to burn. This warning wasn't for a tribe, it was for the world. Iqbal cried not because his people were weak, but because they had forgotten they were strong. He cried not over chains on their hands, but the chains in their minds. They bowed too low. They begged too often. They borrowed too much. And every time they copied the world, they lost a part of their own. He said, you are not made to follow. You are made to create. He didn't want your tears, he wanted your courage, not your nostalgia, but your action. He wanted you to look in the mirror and remember who you were. Because you come from a legacy that tamed deserts, built cities, wrote wisdom, and lit the dark ages with knowledge. You were not born in chains, you were born with fire, but you chose sleep, you chose silence, you chose shadows. And now, you wonder why the world forgot you? Iqbal didn't wonder. He warned. But even in warning, he gave hope. He said, Iqbal, vo. Asamen huag shur kai nur si ayin pushwer zumt kai sim pihau yu jaigi. Yes, the night is long, but dawn is possible. If even one heart wakes up, if even one soul finds its voice, if even one youth stands and says, enough. He believed in resurrection, not of a nation, but of spirit, not of politics, but of purpose. And he called it Kudi, the forgotten truth, the buried power, the sleeping lion inside you. This poem wasn't meant for bookshelves, it was a spark, thrown into history, hoping it lands in your heart. So now I ask you, are you the one Iqbal wrote for? Are you the one who will stop chasing comfort and start seeking meaning? Are you the one who will stop blaming the world and start building a better one? Are you ready to stop quoting Iqbal and start living like he dreamed? Because this poem is not about the past. It's about now. It's about you. It's about that question you've been avoiding. Will you rise? Turazi kun fakahai, apni asliat pechan. You are the secret of the divine command. Recognize your truth. March 1907, the poem that still echoes.